Do what must be done. Do not hesitate. Show no mercy.
John Boyega, the political activist that played Finn in the Disney Star Wars sequel trilogy, he is back in the news complaining about Star Wars, complaining about race, and has made some very unhinged comments to Variety. Let's check this out. John Boyega says Star Wars is so white that a black person existing in it is a big deal. Toxic fans are okay with us playing the friend, but we can't touch their heroes. This guy is retarded. And I tweeted this out earlier because he is retarded. He is a fake fan, and he is a fake victim. That's all that this is. Now he's saying here that Star Wars is so white and blaming the toxic fans. It's the toxic fans, everyone. Why his character wasn't any good. Why Disney Star Wars is not good. Well, in 2020, in his interview with GQ, this is what he had to say. What I would say to Disney is do not bring out a black character. Market them to be much more important in the franchise than they are, and then have them pushed to the side. It's not good. I'll say it straight up. John Boyega taking a shot at Disney, he was very prominent in the Force Awakens trailer. He pulled out a lightsaber and everyone's thinking, oh, this guy might be a Jedi. And then people knew he was a stormtrooper and they're thinking, oh, a stormtrooper that becomes a Jedi. Yeah, like this is cool, a race swap Kyle Katarn kind of thing going on. Yeah, that's awesome, everyone. That's awesome. They only just recently decanonized the EU, and the bastardization was already prominent in 2015. So clearly right here, he's upset at Disney, and he continues, you guys knew what to do with Daisy Ridley. No, they had no fucking idea what to do with Daisy Ridley. You check out that interview with Josh Gad that she had in 2019, which confirms it. They did not know if she was going to be a Kenobi or a Palpatine, or if she's actually going to be a man. They had no clue, and they were doing a choose-your-own adventure and decided at the last minute that they were going to go Palpatine. You knew what to do with Adam Driver. They had no idea what to do with Adam Driver. If you heard Adam Driver on recent podcasts, Adam Driver said that they were going to make his character progressively more dark from The Force Awakens to The Last Jedi to The Rise of Skywalker, the opposite of Darth Vader, where he became progressively more light. And they didn't go with that. They were sort of going that way with The Last Jedi, but The Rise of Skywalker came along and they just brought Palpatine back. So they didn't know what to do with Adam Driver. Not at all. They didn't know what to do with this trilogy, because again, this was a choose-your-own adventure. JJ did something, Rian did something, and then JJ did something. It was not a collaborative story. Whether they had a grand plan for Finn, I really don't think they did. His character arc was collateral damage because everything was so dysfunctional. And that is clearly Disney's fault. He says, but when it came to Kelly Marie Tran, when it came to John Boyega, fuck all. What is this dumbass talking about? Kelly Marie Tran had a very big role in The Last Jedi, and no one liked her. No one liked her at all. The one thing I'll say about The Rise of Skywalker is I do think some people were listening to everyone complain about The Last Jedi. There were attempts to reverse some of the plots, even though it was terrible and they actually made things worse. I do think that they were listening to people, and one of the things that they were listening to was, oh my god, Rose Tico's the worst character ever, and so they gave her an extremely limited role in The Rise of Skywalker, and even with that in the movie, it was still a disaster. Arguably the worst of the trilogy. Clearly here he is complaining about Disney. Disney did his character wrong, according to him. And that takes us to today, John Boyega called out Star Wars for being so white during an interview as part of the new Apple TV original documentary, #1 on the call sheet, Black Leading Men in Hollywood.
They're pandering. Let me tell you, Star Wars always had the vibe of being in the most whitest elite space. Like, this franchise is so white that it's like a black person existing in that was something. And you can always tell it's something when some Star Wars fans try to say, well, we had Lando Calrissian and had Samuel L. Jackson. It's like telling me how many cookie chips are on the cookie dough. I'm like, bro, it's just, they just scattered that in there, bro. They're okay with us playing the best friend. But once we touch their heroes, once we lead, once we trailblaze, it's like, oh my God, it's just a bit too much.
Clearly, John Boyega's probably only watched the original movies like one time. What are people supposed to say? Everyone loved Lando Calrissian. He was in the original trilogy, despite what some of these fucking dumbass leftist Disney shills try to say. Lando Calrissian, who was black, was in the original trilogy and people liked him. And he was a prominent character, but that's not enough for these clowns. So if you mention him, it's like you're playing into the narrative. What, you're not supposed to mention him? And then Samuel L. Jackson, he was a badass. And people loved him. And this dumbass is trying to say, oh, they're okay with us playing the best friend, but once we touch their heroes, once we lead, once we trailblaze, it's like, oh my God, it's just a bit too much. Mace Windu was just someone's fucking friend? This guy said this party's over and chop fucking Jango Fett's head off. No one was fucking complaining about that. John Boyega is just a little bitch. He's just a bitch. He's an activist bitch who is a George Floyd lover. When you talk about Disney Star Wars, the sequel trilogy, no one is out there saying, wow, the sequel trilogy would have been good if they didn't have a black character in there. It is all based on story. It is all based on Rey's character being a Mary Sue. It's all based on Luke Skywalker being completely cucked. And there are a lot of people that actually wanted Finn's character to have a better arc. Now, those range from Disney Star Wars shills to fake fan closet Rey lovers. All sorts of people wanted him. Now, the true fans, they don't give a fuck about Disney Star Wars. They're not losing sleep over Finn's stupid-ass character. But you do have a lot of people. There were cheerleaders for Finn. Yeah, Finn was done wrong. He should have had a better arc. There's a lot of support for this guy. There's actually fucking freaks in this fandom that are shipping him and Poe Dameron. They want to see them have sex on screen. Are you telling me that's racist? When it comes to Disney Star Wars, people aren't going like Finn, John Boyega, he ruined everything. No, they're blaming Rian Johnson, who is white, J.J. Abrams, who is white, Kathleen Kennedy, who is white. If anyone should be fucking crying their eyes out, it should be Daisy Ridley, because everyone's saying she's a shit actress. And you got people defending her. It's just a bad script. No, she's a shit actress. Shit actress and bad script. It was both. This is insane, coming from John Boyega. So this is just a complete 180 from where he was about 5 years ago, calling out Disney for lying to people about how prominent he's going to be and not giving him a good arc and making him a side character. He is doing a 180 and blaming the fans. Were the fans the one that shrunk him on the Chinese poster? The Chinese are known to be slightly more racist than Americans are. They don't like black people. So they shrunk Finn on the poster to appeal to that audience. And did John Boyega forget that? Do the Disney shills acknowledge that? Or is that just okay? As long as we're pandering to China and the Communist Party, that's okay. But now he's blaming the fans. And I wonder why. Boyega later revealed to THR that a Disney executive reached out to him following his GQ interview. He said he had a very honest, very transparent conversation. Yeah, they probably told him, hey, dumb fuck, your character's still alive. Adam Driver's character is dead. He's not coming back. We revealed that you're Force sensitive in The Rise of Skywalker. So he's going to be force sensitive in the future of Disney Star Wars. He will be in Rey's Jedi Order. And he will be in many movies. He will be in shows on Communist Plus. There'll be a lot of money for him. So I'm sure the Disney executive said, hey, fuckhead, shut the hell up about Disney. You're gonna be in more shit. You're gonna get money. Here's what you do. You blame the toxic racist fans, because that's what we do at Lucasfilm. That's what we do to fit in. And you want to fit in, right? You want to collect your paychecks. That is exactly how the conversation went down. And you are so fucking pretentious that you're not even going to be on a show. It has to be a movie.
Gosh.
What would it take to get you to come back to do Finn again?
In what?
I mean, I don't know if Finn is...
You ain't gonna Disney Plus me. I ain't getting no Disney Plus. I'm watching it though. But, you know, I'll stay in the feature films. As long as Daisy and Oscar are down for it, then I'll come back.
This idiot is going to be a big-time player in shit-ass Disney Star Wars in the future. And he's already saying, oh, no Communist Plus for me. The guy who's a fucking side character in the sequel trilogy is acting like he's going to dictate how things are going to go. The more you learn about this guy, the worse it gets. He is just a piece of garbage, and he is retarded. Like I said earlier, there are major shills that like Finn, and then there are people on our side that like to pretend that The Force Awakens was actually a good movie, and everyone was a good character until The Last Jedi came along. You have those people, but the reality is with Finn, his character arc wasn't done wrong or destroyed. It was not there from the beginning. Ask J.J. Abrams what his plans were for Finn during The Force Awakens. He wouldn't be able to tell you. And if it was anything like really cool, quote unquote cool, he would have done that in The Rise of Skywalker. He didn't do shit with him in The Rise of Skywalker. So people can cry all they want about him not getting his story arc completed, or he was done dirty and Rian Johnson ruined it. No, J.J. Abrams, from the beginning, the conception of Finn didn't have anything cool planned for him. Finn is a bad character. And a lot of people need to come to that realization. And then lastly, this is another example of Lucasfilm attacking the fans. Whether John Boyega was coerced into doing this or just speaking on his own, he is 100% supported by Lucasfilm, and this is their agenda, to attack fans, blame the fans for everything. And you got people out there who see this happening all the time, and they dislike at least 80% of Disney Star Wars. And they know the culture. They know the culture, they're aware of the Disney shills and how cringe they are, yet they still continue to support it. And channels like me, people that are part of the Gatekeepers Alliance, they cry their eyes out. Don't want to support us. Don't want to support the overall movement to avenge Star Wars, to disavow Disney Star Wars, because they want to see shit-ass live-action fake Star Wars in the theaters or in Communist Plus. That's what it is. Despite hating 80% of it, they want to continue to see shit on screen. So, get ready for Rey's Jedi Order, and get ready for more John Boyega, who will be in Rey's Jedi Order. Maybe he'll get sloppy seconds on Rey. Maybe he will. Or maybe he'll continue to get cucked.
At last we will reveal ourselves to the shills. At last we will have revenge.
you can be damn well sure we'll avenge it.
The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.